So I've been scrolling through Toy News International's Twitter to keep up with, the stuff that's going to be coming in at Walmart Collector Con, because if you guys don't know, Walmart Collector Con is in about a week, and I like to really see what wrestling figures is going to be there, because you guys know I collect a lot of wrestling figures, especially since Jazzwares is supposed to be launching like their Vault website, and Mattel is doing like this Vault thing with like their throwback figures. That's going to be like a ringside exclusive. So I've just been getting spoiled with that. And now I'm getting even more spoiled, because this one right here actually shocked me. I was not expecting this one. It kind of came out of nowhere. But they tweeted this right here. It's on their blog too, which I'm reading that from them. But it says Jakks specific to launch a new The Simpsons figure line in fall of 2024. So they are making a whole new Simpsons line right here, which is wild right there. I was not expecting that. And again, I'm reading this from their blog, and they did give credit, so I'll make sure I'll put that in as well, for the photos. But apparently, this toy line is going to have basics, deluxe, premium collector figures, playsets, and plush toys, along with items like advent calendars, which is pretty cool right there. This is actually kind of insane, because there's a lot of stuff that they revealed here. So this was, I would assume this was at some sort of toy convention. They don't have it where this was at, but apparently this Simpsons line was talked about like in the third quarter of 2023. So yeah, that's wild. But as you can see from the pictures, I'm impressed, man. I'm really impressed, and I'm excited for this line for sure. I'm really happy to see all this stuff to be like, in the first wave, or just the first things that we're seeing here, especially like that the Simpsons house playset. I'm definitely getting like World of Springfield vibes from looking at this stuff, and I just hope that like these figures are actually going to scale with those figures, the Playmates World of Springfield figures, because that would be really cool if you can like fit those in with those, because the World of Springfield line was amazing. It's still to this day like my favorite Simpsons line, so that would be cool if you can fit that in, because there was so many like variety of characters, and you had the play sets, the diorama sets, like, and then the variants, the accessories, like, oh my god, like the World of Springfield line was amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this. The only thing I'm not really a fan of is the thing that they do with like where it's like one figure and then one accessory, because when it comes to the Simpsons, there's a ton, and I mean a ton of accessories that they can throw in. So that I'm not really a fan of. But if it's just gonna be that, I would assume that the price range isn't gonna be too expensive. I don't know if they're gonna like try to keep it at the $10 price. I like it so far. I really like how we're actually getting the main Simpsons here on the first wave here. Not like everyone, of course, but I like that we're getting like an actual regular Homer, like and a regular Bart, like finally, especially since Bart's my favorite. We're gonna talk about that one too, because I think it's only been a month since I talked about when Super 7 lost the license to that, and I did like a whole rant video on that one, because I love the Simpsons. I was really excited when Super 7 was doing the Simpsons line, and I was so disappointed of what was going to be in Wave 1, and that they announced other waves, and that we still didn't even have like Wave 1 in hands at the time. And we didn't even get Wave 1 until January of 2023, right? Or February. And now we're just now getting Wave 2. I have Wave 2 pre-ordered. Well, technically I have Bartman pre-ordered. That's the only figure I wanted for the most part. I only have Homer, and soon I'm going to get Bartman. But I have Bartman pre-ordered on Amazon, so I'm excited for that. But again, man, it's just that with Super 7, I didn't like the character selection. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the price point. The figures are a lot bigger, and the QC, that's another thing I'm just worried about with their figures, because I always have bad luck with that stuff whenever I review their stuff. So I was really bummed out about that one. But this one has potential, because the fact that they revealed all this stuff, and by the time this stuff comes out, for all I know, is this stuff will be out before we probably even get Wave 3 and 4 of the Simpsons Ultimates, and then we know like Wave 5 was canceled. I'm still like heartbroken about that one. Like, we gotta wait like 5 waves to really get Lisa and Marge. Like what are we doing here? I just hope that they really extend this to like the World of Springfield line. I don't know how far really. Obviously, it really just depends on how well it sells. You know, it'd be pretty wild if Jakks did like a Family Guy toy line as well, just to tie in with the Simpsons line, because that's another one I would like to see again, is another Family Guy line. And when Super 7 was doing Simpsons Ultimates, I thought like maybe some point down the road they were going to try to tackle Family Guy, but you know, after seeing what they did with the Simpsons line, it made me worried for that, because I love Family Guy as well, just as much as I love Simpsons. I was a Cartoon Network kid, so Adult Swim was something I always tuned in afterwards. So I can't even imagine what Super 7 would have done with like the first wave of the Family Guy Ultimates. And I'm saying this because, like, imagine if the first wave was completely different. Like, you know, we would probably think the Griffins would be in the first wave, but instead, Super 7 does a weird thing where, like, the characters in the first wave ends up being, like, Peter in the Deft costume, Mayor Adam West, Connie D'Amico, and then, like, Bertram. Like, I don't think people would really want that to be the first wave. Like, I feel like that's just something Super 7 would do, and then, like, you don't even get, like, Lois and like Stewie in like wave 4 or something like that, you know what I mean? So I'm just happy that Jakks Pacific is doing like more toy license again, just because, you know, if they continue this, it's gonna bring in like more new collectors really. Like for example, me, I wasn't introduced to them until they were doing like the Jakks Classic Superstars line. I was really heavy into that line, of course, so that, you know, from there on I kind of just been following them along and kind of just supporting on a lot of stuff they've been putting out. Like their SpongeBob line I really liked. It didn't really last that long though. It's kind of how I am with Jada Toys. Jada Toys, they're new, you know, with like their action figures, and I've been impressed with a lot of stuff they've been putting out. It's to the point to where whatever they put out now, I support it. You know, a lot of their stuff is just really good, and I'm really looking forward to this line. I really want this to go far for sure. I'm curious on how the scaling is with these, the pricing, you know, all that stuff for sure. So I am definitely looking forward to the Simpsons line for sure. I can't wait until that stuff starts to come out. But now let's move on to their other toy license, which is Super Mario Brothers, because they revealed some new stuff here at this same convention. This one right here, I can only find 2 new things from these photos. Maybe you guys can spot them too, and the picture quality isn't the best here, but you can see right here that we're actually getting like a King Boo figure, which is cool. I don't know what scale this is going to be. Maybe it's 2.5 inch. I'm not entirely sure, but at least we're getting a King Boo figure. You know, that's all I can say right there. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And then we're getting another new playset right here. It kind of looks like sort of like an end goal sort of playset. Yeah, that was pretty much, pretty much everything that I found. Oh wait, hold on, wait, I just found another photo here. So the King Boo figure is gonna come with like a Luigi. I believe that was everything right there. So yeah, a new Simpsons line and then some new Mario stuff right there. Before I end it off though, I feel like this is appropriate to talk about because, you know, they got the new license, and, you know, we just talked about the new Bendy license too. There's another license that I'm concerned about, and a lot of people are still asking me like to this day on what's going on with it, and that's their Apex Legends line. Now I love Apex Legends, and you know, the last video I did was their latest wave, which was I think like 10 months ago. It's about to be a year now, because I think I made that video like last April, and a lot of people are still asking me like, oh, when's the next wave, or is there anything else new coming out? And I have no answer because they haven't revealed anything at all, honestly. Like, it's been so quiet. Like, I feel like after the Lifeline wave, it just kind of like went downhill. It's been quiet after that, and then the wave with Watson was out, and then I'm really concerned. I don't know if it's just because the line isn't doing so well, so they're not putting out so many. But it's a shame though, because there's still like a ton of legends that I want to see. Like, we still don't have a Bangalore figure, and she's been there since the beginning. So it's like, it's just so, it's really annoying to not really get any more legends like in action figure forms here. I know like Good Smile Company are still doing like the Nendoroids, but you know, I really want the Apex line to succeed here. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. I don't know if they're gonna maybe announce something at WonderCon. I think that's supposed to be in April. It's usually in April, or San Diego Comic Con. That could be it too. But yeah, at this point, I don't know what's going on with the Apex line. It's just been really really quiet. So yeah, it sucks, but yeah, we just gotta hear whatever they say something. I don't know yet, but obviously if they do, I will definitely let you know for sure, since I usually always cover a lot of Jack specific stuff anyway. But yeah, that was pretty much the video right there, guys. What do you guys think about the new Simpsons line, and then of course the new Mario stuff too? I don't know if I covered all the new Mario stuff. I feel like you guys can probably spot something else that's new, or maybe there's like other photos that I just haven't found yet or so. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the news today. Until then, take care, my friends.